Thank you for taking the time to learn how to use witness slips, an important advocacy tool. Let's start with a brief overview of how a bill becomes a law. For an idea to be considered by the General Assembly, it must be written in bill form and sponsored by at least one legislator. It is given a number, then introduced on the floor of the sponsor's chamber, the House or the Senate. It is then assigned to a legislative committee where it can be scheduled for a hearing and possibly amended. Witness slips should be filed before or during a committee hearing. They give an idea to the committee members about public sentiment in support or opposition to the bill. If the committee approves the bill, it goes back to the floor for consideration by the full chamber and sometimes further amendment. Usually, each bill introduced must be read by title on 3 different days in each chamber before it is passed. The first reading introduces the bill. The second reading allows for floor amendments. A bill is voted on when called for the third reading. If it passes, it moves to the other chamber. In the second chamber, the bill repeats the process. If it is changed, it must go back to the originating chamber for agreement. If agreement is denied, it may be referred to a conference committee to resolve the differences, then go back again to each chamber. A bill must pass both chambers in identical form before it can be sent to the governor. If the governor signs a bill or takes no action on it within a period of time, the bill becomes a law. If the governor rejects a bill with a total veto or alters it with an amendatory veto, it goes back to the legislature. Now let's talk about how to file a witness slip. On the ILGA.gov homepage on the left, you will find Search the 102nd General Assembly by number. Type the bill number in the box, HB for House Bill, SB for Senate. For this example, I'm filing a slip for HB 0030. Note that each bill number can have up to 4 digits. So for HB 30, I needed to add 2 zeros at the beginning. When the bill appears, you'll see sponsors of the bill and the last action taken. Click the witness slips link at the top of the page underneath the bill number. That will take you to a page that lists proponents of the bill and tells when the hearing will be held. Notice that a witness slip has been filed on behalf of Allison Hout, representing 3,600 members of the Illinois League. Click on the meeting notice. The next page lists all of the bills being considered during that committee hearing. Click on Create Witness Slip. The first thing you should do is register by clicking on Log On. This saves time in the future and permits you to make changes if you made a mistake or if you decide to change your mind. Since I want to file a slip for HB 30, I'm going to scroll down through the list of bills until I find that one. On the right side of the row are 2 icons. The first one takes you to a list of everyone who has filed a witness slip previously. The second one, which looks like a pen on paper, is what I will click to file my own slip. Remember that only the league president can speak on behalf of the organization. The rest of us are not to mention that we belong to the league. Unless you are filing the slip on behalf of another organization, write self in the firm blank and NA for the title. Otherwise, write the name of the group, organization, or business which has given you permission to complete the slip. Be sure you look at what is selected for description. In some cases, you want to file a slip for an amendment, not for the original bill. Then click on Proponent if you support the bill. Click on Record of Appearance Only. That means that you're not planning on showing up to present oral testimony and you're not submitting written testimony. Finally, click on Create Slip. You will see a screen that tells that you successfully filed the slip and you will receive an email confirming it. Now, if you want to submit oral or written testimony, return to the ilga.gov homepage. Click on Committees. Then click on Submit Testimony to the House committees to learn where and how to accomplish the task of submitting oral or written testimony. As always, thank you for your advocacy.